Well, the Houston Astros have made a blockbuster trade. Kyle Tucker is gone. Welcome Cam Smith, Isak Paredes, and a Cy-Fair kid. We'll talk about that. And what else could the Astros be up to? And did we upset the Yankees in the process? I sure hope so.
Jainer Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily.
We are Locked On Houston Astros, and we update you join us for a daily Locked On Astros podcast. My name is Eric Heisman. You can find me on X at Eric Talk Stros. You can find the show at Locked On Astros, your team every day. Brett, where can I find you at?
They can find me at A House on X, Instagram, and TikTok. They can find me at Stros411. They can find me at Back to the Bullpen. Look, wherever you get your podcasts, just check me out. I'm always positive, always Stros.
Hey guys, thank you for making us your first listen, whether it's on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts, go and check us out. We appreciate everybody that's listening to us. We got 139 people to start the show. I'm sure it's going to grow, but go ahead and tell a friend. Go ahead and make us part of your daily routine. We don't normally do a show on Friday night, but there is some kind of big news. I mean, the Yankees did trade for Devin Williams. I mean, that's what we're going to focus the whole show about. So nothing else happened today, but thank you for making us part of your daily routine. Go check out Game Time. Go ahead and download the app and just go ahead and use the code Locked On, and you can get some money off. And so we're going to go ahead and move on to the big ticket item of the day. We've been talking about it. There's a difference between talking about it and it actually happening. I know that we've been spoiled as Astros fans. It's like, well, we keep the stars because we want to continue the winning way. We want to keep the dynasty going. Jim Crane is always like, you know what? As long as I'm here, the window to be a champion is going to stay open. This is the first time they've done this. This is the first time they've traded away a star. And I think they actually did it correct. They did the right thing this time.
Well, they did do the right thing this time. But remember, we are in this place for 3 or 4 reasons. We are in this place because of financially Jose Abreu, Rafael Montero, dead money contracts on the books. Javier, who's not playing. Lance McCullers, who's not playing. If you'd say, like $60-something million, dude, we're like out. And so then you have to turn the page. You have to flip the script. You have to change your direction. And Dana was brought here to revamp this farm system. Now, you get one prospect. That doesn't revamp your farm system because they're going to get this guy up as quick as they can. I don't know if you saw the home run that I retweeted. It was his first pro home run. His swing, but the ball comes off the bat a lot like Carlos Correa. I really like it. And this kid is a top prospect. He automatically becomes our number 1 prospect, number 73 overall, who leapfrogs Jacob Melton at number 89. But we are here because the Astros needed to save face. The line was, we are not signing him now and letting him walk because we're saving money for this guy. Well, but when that guy walks, we're saving money for that guy. And remember, I've always said I thought Kyle Tucker was the guy you break the mold for. And apparently he's not the one you break the mold for.
I think what happened here, Brett, is I think he probably was the guy. They tried to extend him. They tried the best they could. But his agent's not Scott Boras. That's Alex Bregman. But I think what happened here is Juan Soto happened. And I think everybody knew Juan Soto was going to get paid. And so while they're not on the same scale, he did raise the bar for outfielders of his stature. He is a 27-year-old outfielder. He is somebody that has power. He has speed. He plays great defense. Some can say he's a much better defender than Juan Soto. I don't think you can even argue that. So he is in for a big payday. And the Astros have not demonstrated at all that they're willing to make this type of commitment to any player. The fact that Alex Bregman is still in talks potentially with the Astros, that speaks to wonders on how much they value him. Last year, they got to experience, I don't know if it was half a season, but it was a big chunk of the season without Kyle Tucker. And they got back to their winning ways, not because of Kyle Tucker was not there, but they were able to win games without Kyle Tucker. They have not experienced that without Alex Bregman. So now this will be their first taste. If Alex Bregman, Bob Nightingale just wrote a article before we went on, and they said that the Yankees are making a full court press to sign Alex Bregman. We saw Cashman making some quotes. Yeah, right. Bregman's a good player. He's been a thorn in our sides for many years. So those type of players, they get paid. And so the Yankees, they're doing what they can. They lost their guy. They lost their Kyle Tucker. The Astros are saying, no more. We'll draw a line in the sand, and we're going to make a stand here. And they did. I hate this. Kyle Tucker was one of my favorite players. He's a lot of people, he's their favorite player. I mean, we have to understand that this generation of Astros fans, we're spoiled. We're so used to winning. But this was not a rebuilding thing. This was a retooling. You've got 3 years of Isaac Paredes. You got 7 years of Cam Smith. You got about 4 years of this Wazinski guy, who's the Astros might turn into a starter. Apparently, they've been after this guy not only this year, last year, but they tried to draft him and they've tried to get him before. So they like his stuff. So this is a trade the Astros like. Now, whether you like it as Astros fan, it doesn't, at this point, it doesn't matter. It does open a hole in outfield. Jacob Melton, where are you? Are you going to be able to answer the call? And what does this mean for Alex Bregman? Paredes does play first base. That's why the Astros tried to trade for him last year. And he went to the Cubs. I still don't understand why he went to the Cubs. It makes no sense why the Cubs traded for him last year.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe to keep people from getting them. But, this Hayden kid comes out of Cy-Fair. And then he also is an alumni of Sam Houston State University. Probably going to reach back out to coach over there at Sam Houston State and see if we can't talk to him. But, we get, again, Isaac Paredes. Every one of his home runs in the last 2 seasons have gone to left field. What is in left field? The Crawford boxes. Mm-hmm. And this is a power bat. This is a guy that you get, that you plug in. And if you don't re-sign Bregman, you put him at third base. He does play first base, but first base he's not as good defensively at first base as he is at third base. And so you're looking at getting someone with power, someone that has poolside power, and I think right away makes an impact. I think he's going to be an absolute animal in the juice box. Yes, I called it that. People are calling it Dyken Park already. It's killing me to hear that. But Cam Smith, Eric, this guy's 21. This guy has got the bat speed of a freaking the workhorse, man. I'm saying he's got a swing similar to Correa's. This guy took off at Florida State. He had one heck of a career there, and then he got drafted. He did great in his pro debut. I like what they got here at first. I was upset that we didn't get one of their top 3 prospects, but get this. He was the 14th overall pick in 24. He hit 387, 22 doubles, 16 home runs, 57 RBIs junior year at Florida State. Then he hit 313, 7 home runs, 24 runs batted in over 32 minor league games. So this kid comes in, he swings a hot bat. They say he's a high character guy. He hit over 1,000 OPS this last season, and they really like him. And like you mentioned, Hayden Wisniewski, this is a guy that has, Wisniewski, this guy has a high upside. And what Cubs fans are telling me is that we got a really, really good package here. And apparently to baseball trade values, it was a massive overpay by the Cubs. Remember, Tucker's a 1-year rental. and the Cubs have expressed a not wanting to sign him next year. Now, maybe that changes. Maybe he goes off and has an MVP caliber year and they change their minds. But Kyle Tucker is going to command a $400+ million salary when it is all said and done.
Yeah. So, guys, we'll go and continue this conversation. We're excited. We're excited, but we're also nervous. Kyle Tucker was a big part of this Astros team. But we're going to continue this conversation. Go and continue with the comments. Go and make us part of your first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Go and check us out.
Hey, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in to Locked On Astros. This episode is brought to you by Game Time. Game Time is America's #1 app where you go and you get your tickets at great prices. If you use the code Locked On MLB, and you will get $20 off your first purchase. Here's the deal. If you want to see the new Houston Astros, or if you want to see Kyle Tucker's tribute video when he comes to Houston in the Cubs uniform, go to Game Time. Don't go anywhere else. Use the app. Check it out. Look, you don't even have to plan. Just wait till the day of the game. Walk up as you're walking in. Minute Maid Park. You heard me say it. Type in the tickets where you want it. If you find tickets in the same row in the same section for a cheaper price, they will credit you 110% the difference. One of the best policies in the business with customer service, job loss protection, and so much more. So why are you delaying? Go to your app store right now. Download the promo code LOCKEDONMLB and use it and get $20 off your first purchase. What time is it? Game time.
Hey, Brett, this is Jim Crane. You got the field name wrong. You got to get it right, buddy. Hey, this is Eric Heisman with the Locked On Astros podcast, and we are back. That was weird. Jim Crane kind of called into the show there. But, guys, thank you for making us part of your daily routine, whether it's on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to us. Make us first listen. Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Go and check us out. So, the Astros, they took a leap of faith here. I know that they're after Paredes last year. This is something that maybe they hope will give them more parades. Tucker was obviously somebody that they felt they couldn't resign. They're not going to give anybody more than a 6-year deal. Tucker is only 27. He's going to go be 28 next year. So they weren't going to give him a 10 to 12-year deal like Kyle Tucker is probably going to want. So this was something that they decided. They were like, hey, let's go and take care of business. Let's go ahead and do what we have to do to make the Astros better. And they did so. Apparently, they were Cashman did confirm that there were in talks with the Yankees to try to trade him over to the Yankees, but the Yankees did not want to give up on Lewis Hill. So they definitely there's a package the Astros wanted, and the Yankees were like, "Yeah, we're not giving you that. We'll give you something else, but we're not giving you that." I bet you it had something to do with Nestor Cortes. Nestor Cortes was packaged as part of a deal for Devin Williams today. So I'm sure that Nestor Cortes was who the Yankees wanted to trade. But the Astros had their eyes on getting younger and getting some talent for the future. So with the trade today, you had a situation where the instantly – you try and cut me off there, buddy? So instantly, you have Cam Smith become the best Astros prospect. You heard that right. He is the best Astros prospect now by far. He was the 72nd best prospect in baseball. He was the Cubs' second best prospect, from what I remember. And so now he is the Astros' top prospect. Better than Bryce Matthews, better than Walker Yannick. So this is a situation where you got a very good prospect. This is a guy that can play third base. He's a guy that can play outfield, but he's only 21 years old, so he's not an instant fix. He's not somebody that can play third base for the Astros this year, but this is a big piece to the Astros' future. So, but they're able to address big pieces to the puzzle right now. Paredes is going to be around for the next 3 seasons. He is, like Brett said earlier, a big pull hitter. And we talked about, I remember as I was driving home, I'm like, wait, this is the guy that we kept on talking about at the trade deadline. This is the guy that if he played at Minute Maid Park, he would hit 26 home runs at Minute Maid Park. So just because of the way he hits. So
26. Hold on. Bro, he's gonna hit 30. Why are you shortchanging my guy Paredes, man? Come on. Dude, this dude's gonna hit 30 plus bombs, Eric. He hit 31 in 2023. He only hit 19 in 2024. But with the way he hits, literally every dude, like if the shift was still in, you could put all your players on the left side of the field. I mean, he hits it to the right, but he hits all singles. But the dude just mashes, Eric. I mean, I love what he's got. You know, I think it's great. His whiff percentage is not horrible. His chase isn't that bad. He only strikes out 16.4% of the time. He has a really good batting average. His exit velo dipped a little bit this last year, but also he wasn't at Minute Maid Park. I'm sorry, I can't get off of calling it this other thing we got going on here. But he is a fastball hitter. He does hit breaking balls. He hit when he had his 31 home runs, he hit 20 home runs off the fastball, 10 home runs off the breaking ball. And so this guy has an eye for the ball, and I like it. I'm excited about his power. I'm excited about how he's going to fit in. The question now is, does Bregman come back? I don't know that the Yankees are going to
Dana Brown, just address this real quick. Dana Brown said today's trade doesn't impact the Astros' pursuit of a reunion with Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman's status is still the way it is. Nothing has changed since the last time I talked to you guys.
Okay. So Dana Brown, so the trade isn't the problem. The lame you-know-what offer is the problem. That's the problem, Dana Brown. We know the trade's not the problem. The problem is the crappy deal you offered him. And the reason why I say that is I want to use other language, but I can't, because Bregman's like, bro, that's a crap deal, dude. I'm not signing that. Now, I've heard some rumors that the Astros have upped an offer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have.
Nothing has been put out there. 6 years, 180. Maybe he comes back. $15 million. If you can get someone to pay most of Presley's salary, get him out there. I'm hearing there's other trades possibly happening with starting pitchers being obtained from other teams. Does that mean Framber Valdez is on the block? I mean, there's still a lot to be done here, guys and girls. We know the Yankees got better, like you mentioned, with Devin Williams. We know the Rangers re-signed Eovaldi. We know the A's went and got their guy in Severino. The Angels went and got their guy, Kikuchi. And the Mariners are really quiet. When the Mariners, I think, are the team that need the most help offensively. You need someone to support Julio Rodriguez. You know what? Julio, just come over here, man. Just bat with your boy Jeremy. Just bat with Alvarez. I mean, I wish it was that easy, right? Jay said, give Bregman a suite. Oh,
well,
Lord.
you heard that the Yankees would not give Juan Soto a suite, and they said, "Well, you know that Aaron Judge and Derek Jeter pay for their own suites. We're not going to give you one."
Like, honestly, this is what I think about that, Eric. That is the lamest bullcrap I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry. There is no way. Let's say the Yankees offered him $20 million more. So you're going to tell me that because they're making you pay for the suite that you turn down 20? I'm not, because we know the Yankees offer wasn't more. But that's a bunch of big ego BS. I'm sorry, dude. I don't buy that fluff for a second. I heard that. I saw it. I get it. And I heard about the Soto story about, oh, they mistreated my family. Dude, when he returns to the Bronx, the dude is going to be booed. You think Jose Altuve is booed? Juan Soto's about to get it, man. He is. And look, maybe it electrifies them. Maybe they'll have their own keep booing or boo louder shirts, kind of like we have.
Instead of F Altuve, it'll be F.
Oh, they will be a lot more than F Soto.
So, guys, thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast. Yeah. So, guys, thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast your first listen every day. Whether it's on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to us. Make us first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify. We'll be back after a short break. And thank you for the 500 of y'all that are tuning in. We'll go and continue getting your thoughts on the trade, and we'll go and continue looking into this trade.
Hey, everybody, this episode is brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel's America's #1 sports book. And let me tell you, I mean, it is the time to do it. The Texans are really striving to get better. They're trying to fill the holes. Nico Collins is there. And you've got so much going on in the NFL. Everybody's trying to make a playoff push. So why not go to FanDuel, download the app, and when you bet your first $5 bet, and if it wins, you win $150 in bonus bets. That's right. When you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, live play-by-play on the place where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com today. That's all you need to do. So FanDuel is looking for you to join them with a free $150 in bonus bets with your first $5 bet that you win. That's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Hey guys, thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast your first listen every day. Whether it's on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to us. Go ahead and make us first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Go and check us out. We have a lot more quotes from Dana Brown. He's having a press conference right now, and he says the window is definitely 100% open. He says we have a really good rotation. Our infield is going to be good. We have a good catcher. Our bullpen is going to be good, but make no mistake, we're going to compete. He also said that the window, Chas McCormick projects to play right field. Jake Myers is going to play center field, and they're going to have an opening in left field with the potential to platoon. So that answers your question. So we have opening in left field. We know that Alvarez is likely not going to play a lot in left field. They're a little concerned about his knees, so he'll play some in left field. But he also called Cam Smith an impact bat with power who has a chance to play third, first, or right field, and the Astros plan to play him at all three positions. And like I said, he doesn't think that this trade prevents them from re-signing Alex Bregman.
Okay, so we're going with Chas and right. We're going with Jake in center. Are we going to go get Santander for left?
Yeah.
Are we going to go get Teoscar Hernandez for left? That's the only part of this I don't like. The only part of this I don't like. I'm sorry. I don't want both Chas and Jake on this team starting in the outfield. I just don't. No, you're right. I don't want Bauer. Don't mention Bauer. That's don't even go there with the Bauer stuff. I'm gonna put you in timeout. But it says, I don't know, like where else do we go? Are there people out there like, what other outfielders are there, budget outfielders that we could go get? Hey,
while you're looking at that, Brett, I do have another quote from Dana Brown. Somebody asked him, well, are you going to try to trade Valdez next? He said, with Valdez, we're not aggressively trying to move him, but we'll listen. If you ask me, do you think that we're going to trade Valdez? I don't think we're going to trade Valdez.
Yeah, I haven't. That front hasn't really heated up. Okay, and Dana Brown did confirm what we had talked about with Hayden is they're going to give him every opportunity to be a starter, and so that right there is a good thing. So now you've got a plethora of pitching, and I think that's great. That's what you need. The question now remains, do we continue to go after free agents that are out there that may be guys that can fill left field? Because because like you said, it sounds to me, Eric, like they do not want Yordan Alvarez playing in the field at all. But let me tell you what I know about Yordan, talking to him and interviewing him. last year is he absolutely loves playing left field, right? I mean, this dude loves it. Now, Teoscar Hernandez would be a pretty high ask. What about someone like, I don't know, a Mark Canha in left field? Eloy Jimenez, would you take a flyer on him? Tommy
like
Pham,
we talked about Profar, Jerkson Profar. He can play.
Oh, sorry. Yes, this opens up for Jerkson Profar. How did I forget him? That's my guy. Let's go get him right now. I want him. I want Jerkson Profar. I'm sitting there going down the list. Why is he at the bottom? He's at the top of my list. I love Jerkson Profar. Go get him right now. Mike Yastrzemski, no, you got to trade for him. I don't want to trade anybody. I just want to sign a guy, Jerkson Profar, for president. Let's do it. I want him in left field. That's who I wanted, Eric. I was looking for the name. This is great. I all of a sudden got excited. Why? Because I love it. I love the idea. And hey, Brian De La Cruz, hell, bring him back. But please get some help out there for McCormick and Myers. Myers has a noodle arm. McCormick, is he going to hit 22 home runs again? I doubt it. I don't know. I hope he makes me a believer. But man, Jerkson Profar, dude, yes. How did I miss that, Eric? Live on air, I missed my guy. I'm sorry, Jerkson. I apologize. When you sign with the Astros, I'll get a Jerkson Profar Astros jersey. I promise you.
I know Santander would be the good get. I don't know if the Astros can get him. I think he's looking for a 4-year deal, but I think he's looking for about 20 to 25 million. I think the Astros could probably afford that, but if you do that, you're not getting Bregman. So I think they're maybe waiting to see what Bregman does, and then they're going to have to upgrade. They're going to have to bring some offense, because you can't just trade away one of the best hitters in the game, one of the best outfielders in the American League, and not replace them with something. So if the Astros are very serious about competing, they do need to replace his presence in the lineup, because just remember what the Astros had in 2019. I still get pissed off that we lost to the Washington Nationals, but it's just crazy that the Astros are where we are, but they still have a team that can win. And whether Paredes brings them another parade, whether Cam Smith becomes the next Alex Bregman down the road, we don't know what's going to happen. But the Astros knew one thing: Kyle Tucker was not going to be here long term. So they did not get Shohei Ohtani. They did not get Carlos Correa. They did not get George Springer. They did something smart. They were proactive, and they went ahead and traded somebody. It hurts. It hurts emotionally. Yeah. It hurts everything.
Oh, emotionally. Are you okay, Eric? Do we need to talk about this?
No.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Stop.
I'm fine.
You're not. This dude's not crying. Come on, bro. Killing me, Smalls. No, but seriously, hey, I know he's a right fielder. Eric, I know he's a right fielder. Why not Max Kepler? Max Kepler in 2019 hit 36 home runs.
Yeah.
In 2023 hit 24 home runs. He did only play 105 games last year, but he hit 250.
But he's coming off a down season. So you always say, well, we can't go get Paul Goldschmidt because he's coming off a down season or 2 down seasons.
Okay. Max Kepler's 31. He's 31. Goldschmidt's 845 years old.
I know.
Goldie is oldie. The oldie but moldy Goldie. I'm sorry.
How old does that make you then, sir?
I'm not a baseball player. I'm not trying to fill a hole for you're right. 49. You better not sign me. I don't know the way they've thrown around. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. You paid Jose Abreu all that money, Dana. I could last a couple innings, but seriously, Max Kepler, I've heard, is rumored to be talked about. Arenado is rumored to be talked about with the Astros. We don't know what's going to happen. I do think that they're going to make the best effort. Someone said Verdugo, let's go. And the other person said Verdugo sucks. That's kind of funny. Harrison Bader, Goldschmidt, Santander fill the holes. Hey, you know what? Brett, you are 49. Yes, I am 49. Believe it or not, I know I don't look a day over 48, but thank you. I appreciate it. But seriously, dude, let's go get him right now. Let's go find Jurickson Profar. Let's get on a plane, find out where he's at. Okay. Someone goes, Eric, it's a business. It's a business. Okay. But hey, Dana didn't pay Abreu. Okay, look. Hey, he didn't pay Abreu. Crane did. Bagwell did. And we all know that. Lamont Wade Jr. is not a bad name, but then again, you got to trade. I'm done trading. Let's just sign people. Let's just sign Jurickson Profar. And who else? Let's just open up.
Paige is making fun of me because the other day I was like, it's a business. And so she's like, Eric, don't cry. It's a business.
Okay. Oh, hey, no, but you know what? Jim Crane supported you. Jim Crane said it is a business. So y'all got to understand, he wants to win, but he also got to make the money. So I just pray to the Lord and to the baseball gods that Minute Maid Park is actually cool. I really do. And if it rains in Minute Maid Park in 2025, I'm going to be pissed. Okay.
Hey, Brett, real quick, we can go a little bit past this, but if y'all have some thoughts, if you want to air out some griefs, as long as there's no cuss words or anything, go and put your comments in there. We'll go and put it up live on the air, but we'll go and continue this for a little bit longer. But what we know is the Astros have somebody to shore up third base or first base. First base was a weak spot for the Astros last year. Thankfully for John Singleton, he was able to do reasonably well when he was asked to play. Third base would be, especially Bregman's not here, it was a question mark. Shea Whitcomb was the minor league hitter of the year last year for the Astros, but everybody remembers that one game where basically Bregman handed the keys over to him and he had 4 errors. So there's a lot of people that are a little bit worried there. So I think what this does is this gives the opportunity. Well, let's say Shea Whitcomb has a great spring training. Now Isaac Paredes can go play first base. So this gives the Astros some flexibility.
Yeah, exactly. It does. Yeah. Astro Wolf Craig says he's one of the OGs, says that Arenado, look, the Astros aren't on his list, but it's not like leaving the Yankees off your list. I mean, we are the Houston Astros. Someone said Profar sucks. Hey, look, Profar sucks. Profar would be great. Brett and Eric, chill. My wife is watching. What do we say? Do we say something out of line? Let us.
Somebody did say we look handsome, so maybe she's getting jealous.
Let us curse, please. No, you cannot curse. Profar did really, dude. Profar had a great year last year. I don't know Spanish, Emilio. Well, hey, you know what? That's right. And this is not Babbel or what are those other apps they use to learn Spanish? Profar would add some speed.
Duolingo. That's how I'm learning.
Dude, there you go. Got to take my King Tuck bobblehead out of the Astros shrine. No, you don't. I've still got Garrett Cole. I've still got Kyle Tucker. I still got my Garrett Cole Astros picture up here that I got signed. I paid quite a bit of money to get in person. I wonder if someone would buy that from me. I'd like to sell it.
I waited so long to get one of these.
There you go. Hey, Roy Oswalt. Hey, man, Roy Oswalt's coming back to Houston, man. I got to tell you, man, there's some cool stuff going on with Roy Oswalt. I'll tell you about that later.
Hey, I have another quote from Dana Brown about Paredes. He said that he is a pull hitter. We already talked about that earlier, but he said we think he could hit 25 plus home runs here and be an impact somewhere in the middle of that lineup.
Oh, there you go. So is today Friday the 13th? It is. Hey,
yes,
let's do that. Let's open up the 13th pack of the Advent calendar. How's that? I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna mute my mic while I get the pack out.
Oh, you want me to talk? So Paige says you commit 4 errors in a game and you are branded for life. Well, yeah, Paige, especially when it's at the end of the season. It's kind of something that happens. So yes, he's Cub Tuck, but I think that he is going to be. I think the Cubs, when they said welcome to Chicago, they put King Tuck. So I think the name is going to go and stick.
Okay. Very cool. So I've previously gotten a Justin Verlander and Jose Canseco. I'm going to see what I got This is day 13, actually. Day 13. Oh, look, we talked about him, Eloy Jimenez. Okay, there we go. Andy Pagas. Okay. Ooh, a Dylan Cease on the plaid. Dylan Cease. Need to lower that light a little bit. There we go. No, I guess it's not going to. Anyways, Dylan Cease. Oh, Nathan Eovaldi. Look at that. A nice list, Nathan Eovaldi. And an Everson Pereira. I can't say the guy's name. So look, guys, I got some cards here. I don't have a Kyle Tucker here, but I'm probably going to give away a King Tuck bobblehead to a lucky listener. What I'm going to do, and this is what I want you to do. If you're listening, if you're watching, okay. When I create the post tonight, I'm going to give it till Sunday night, and I'll take the entries and I'll just do a random draw. I'll put everybody's name and I'll give away a King Tuck bobblehead. One of the ones I was going to sell, I'll give it away. Okay. Because Brett is, hold on, go back. Tired. Michael Dunn, you still have Garrett Cole. Eric should be the main show. Hey, dude, chill, bro. Hey, I'm a collector, dude. I have a Mark McGwire jersey that hangs above me, and his autograph on an Enron Field inaugural season program from 2000. But hey, look, hey, Michael, you know what, Michael Dunn, I'm very disappointed that you would say bad things about me.
He's done with you, Dunn.
Hey, y'all need to go to Michael Dunn and get a done deal over at Lone Star Chevrolet. He does great stuff, man. He's putting a lot of people in cars. You need to go check him out. There's your free plug, buddy, even though you put me in my place. See, Paredes could help out the Latin pitchers on the mound. Hey, Bregman was helping the Latin pitchers on the mound. Bregman, he was habla español. He was team español. The dude could speak Spanish like nobody's business.
And DeZenzo's over there playing overseas, so I'm sure he's learning some Spanish as well. So,
oh yeah, no, all these guys. I mean, Miles Straw was actively learning. They all do. Pete Alonso's still available. He's going to be a New York Met. I'm not going to count on him being here. Well, as a free agent, I think he's got to get between 400 and 450 million.
With all the money being thrown around, yes, I don't think the Astros are going to be able to get him. I think Santander's a guy the Astros could possibly get for within reason. I think Bregman is somebody the Astros could possibly get. I don't think both. I think that maybe if they're interested in not trading him, maybe Valdez maybe is a possible extension candidate or re-signing. So maybe there is a mutual they both sides, they want to try to work out something. So the Astros are trying to look for the future. I know this hurts for a lot of the listeners. It hurts for a lot of Astros fans right now. Kyle Tucker was a big part of this team, a big part of this Astros run. But sometimes you got to say bye to these players. This is a year sooner than we would have hoped. But at least you got something more than a draft pick. At least you got something more that you can use this year. You can use Paredes for the next 3 years. You can use Wazinski. I got to learn his name for the next 5 years. And
he's like
Cam
AJ
Smith. Yeah, at least you can use Cam Smith when he's ready for his entire career, unless they trade him. So the Astros, they did something smart. Does it suck some way? Yes, but it's a smart thing. They did the right thing.
Yeah, look, man. You know what I love came out of all this. Apparently we pissed off the Yankees. Apparently we made Brian Cashman upset. And someone's like, look, if Brian Cashman would just get over 2017, that would be great.
Brett, I think somebody asked him, would he have Bregman on the team considering what happened in 2017? Yeah. And I think he said, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. But look, here's the deal. Isaac Paredes, when he was asked today, he said, I was surprised and I was not expecting it. Interesting.
The team just traded for him last year. This team traded a whole bunch of players for me. So, yeah.
Someone said the Astros did something smart. What was it? Well, what did they do? Well, they got, I think they got better. You're going to lose Kyle Tucker. So they got better by oh, wow. The Chicago Cubs, they just posted a picture. It said Dealt a King, and they put Kyle Tucker on a baseball card.
Yeah, that's
with the crown, King Tuck. Oh, no, I hadn't seen it. And wow, with the little cub with the crow, that's genius marketing. I wonder if the fired Astro social media person is gonna go to work in Chicago, because everybody's like still complaining about the young guns. That's pretty funny. Yeah, the young guns. Okay, whatever. We're not playing those guys. They're not our future. But Cam Smith, man, I think he's gonna be. I think the kid's gonna be a stud, and I really think this pitcher's gonna be the dark horse in this whole thing. This is what I need y'all to do. If you just subscribed to us recently, go look for player interviews. Go watch Roy Oswalt. Go watch our interview at the beginning of this last season with Yainer Diaz. Go watch our interview with the Astros our first round pick last year, Walker Yannick. Find your favorite interview, share it with a friend. Go binge watch this weekend. If you are dying for baseball, look for the dates the Astros had great games. Go find our show on those same dates and go check out our reaction. You're going to love it. We've got a lot of new fans, Eric. We appreciate every single one of y'all. And this year, Eric and I haven't talked about next season, but I know for sure next season we are going to get out more. We are going to find some places to do some on location and some live stuff. We're going to be looking around, and trust me, we will come to a place near you, hopefully, and get to meet you guys and girls. We're going to do another Astros game next season. That was fun. I haven't fired up the Rockets game yet, but I'm looking at doing that here around December, January. So be on the lookout for that. And I don't really have anything else, Eric. This is a good show. It sucks losing Kyle Tucker, but you know what? We got to move forward. What's up?
I have a couple of quotes from Paredes, actually. He said, like you said, I was surprised and not expecting it, but he also said that he's playing with Cesar Salazar in Mexico right now. But he doesn't really know any of the other Astros players. And he said that he feels like the stadium really benefits his hitting, and it's going to feel really good going to Houston because the Hispanic community, and I know I'm going to have a lot of support there.
Welcome, Mr. Paredes. We love the fact that you are going to be knocking baseballs into the ice box, into the freezer, into the ice dome, whatever you want to call it, man. But hey, dude, this is a great show. Good job, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Dunn, for putting me in my place. You're correct. But I will be giving away. I'll put that Kyle Tucker bobblehead giveaway up tonight, and y'all be looking for it. Make sure you enter in, okay?
All right, guys, that's all we got for this edition of Locked On Astros podcast. Go and make us your first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Go and check us out. We'll be back on Sunday unless we want to talk more about this a little bit later or tomorrow. But this is pretty breaking news. So thank you to the 500 plus people that watched live, and we will see you tomorrow. And go Stros.
Go Stros. 500 people. 500 million people.